Hey, my beautiful Pisces peeps. What's going on, everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you with your November 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope y'all are well. And without a further ado, we're going to jump on into it, and we shall see what we got going on here for the Pisces. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. If you're wondering why I sound super exhausted, I've been up since about like 6 in the morning, so I do apologize. My morning voice here has been shy today. It just does not want to wake up. So, regardless, Pisces, how are you? I hope you're having a great day here so far, and let's see what we have in store for you for November 2022. So what do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout November 2022. What information can I provide here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Starting out here with the overall energy for you. Nice. We actually start out here with a 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles coming into play here for you. It's kind of the card that represents literally having it all. 10 of Pentacles is the energy of a lot of stability, a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness, but also like a lot of comfortability kind of coming in here for you as well. So I feel like you're looking at quite a comfortable month. For those of you that are looking for more comfort within your finances, this can be the next step happening. So this could potentially be a promotion at work. This could be a increase within your income for any kind of reason. So there could be more comfortability when it comes towards your finances. Some of you could be increasing assets. Really cool stuff, awesome stuff when it comes into the world of finance. But if this is not in resonance with finance, it could be about just being in a very comfortable setting. I mean, of course, November, Thanksgiving is coming. So this is celebration with family, with loved ones, things of that nature. So this could be a good time to really bond with people in your environment. So I definitely do feel like the strengthening of relationships that you're currently invested in and strengthening with your environment is going to be a very positive thing. You're probably going to find yourself growing closer to certain people in your life and really, seeing the format of the relationships move into a much more comfortable space. I definitely see for some Pisces here, you're getting more comfortable with people that maybe you weren't previously comfortable with before. Okay, so far so good. Well, of course, as we go on throughout the rest of this reading, that we will get more information about the 10 of Pentacles, but that's kind of like the gist of what I'm picking up on here so far. Taking a look here into your current situation, we do start with the Devil, we move here with the Justice, and then lastly, we have the Three of Cups. So happy to see a Three of Cups, happy to see a Justice for sure. Now, with the Devil coming into play here for you, Devil card usually kind of represents some sort of negative attachment. It could represent to like something that's toxic and things of that nature, but I feel like any kind of toxic situations are going to be resolved here moving into the month of November. Now, they're going to be resolved probably in one or two ways. It's either going to be cutting out a toxic person or having a person understand their behavior to the point where genuine change is made. So we'll see what happens there. Now, with the Justice card showing up, Justice card is a card of balance. So I kind of feel, and intuitively I'm hearing with the Justice card, it's like figuring shit out. So not only are things going to get balanced, things are getting figured out here moving into this month. You know, looking at the last card here being the Three of Cups represents joy, represents stability. It represents kind of like a reunion. I'm hearing like you're getting somebody back. Now, not getting somebody back in the way of like an ex coming back or some sort of reconciliation, but it's like you're getting somebody back as you're getting the version of who they truly are. Like, I almost kind of feel like somebody here, you know what movie I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of that movie. It's with Jim Carrey. Is it called Mask? You guys know what I'm talking about for sure. He puts on that little green mask and then he turns into that little kooky character. I feel like somebody you're dealing with in your life became that character. You know, they definitely turned into this devilish side, this really naughty side. And it was a version of the person you weren't necessarily happy with. And moving into the month of November, it's like you're starting to get them back. You know, they're recognizing where they were wrong, what their behaviors were, how they were treating you, how things were going overall. And then now they start to come back into who they truly are. You know, you start to reconnect with that person that you love and that you care about. Their kindness starts to creep back in and things start to change for the better. So, you know, you could have been dealing with somebody here, whether it's a friend, family member, lover, who was just kind of in a really weird, devilish place for a little bit. And I don't feel like it particularly had much of anything to do with you, Pisces. Chances are it was probably like a lot to do with them and what they were going through in their own lives at the time, but they're starting to become much more higher vibrational, much more pleasant to be around, and you feel like you're getting somebody back. You're like, this is the you that I love and that I care for, and I miss seeing you show up how you usually did. So somebody here is changing back into who they truly are, okay? I'm not sure necessarily what made this individual behave the way they did, but you're getting somebody back here in that aspect. Okay, now let's take a look here and see what you're going to do about your current situation. So we have here the Five of Pentacles. We also have here the Queen of Pentacles, and then lastly for you, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so a lot of Pentacles showing up here for you. Regardless though, Five of Pentacles coming into play here. Five of Pentacles is the card of like leaving somebody or leaving something out in the cold. So it almost seems to me like, Pisces, the way you were going about this situation is that when you noticed that whoever you were dealing with was in this very devilish place and devilish attitude, you really didn't want to be around them. To put it very bluntly, you didn't want to be around them. You didn't want to talk to them. You rather spend time with yourself. So Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, you started to wedge some distance between you and whoever this person was and is, excuse me. So you really put some distance there for sure. And I think that in doing so, that actually helped you grow closer to this person, because when they realized that they were pretty much in the process of losing you, it started to get them to look at themselves. For sure. And that's really deep. And I think it's nothing but the truth, though, for you, too. And I think it happens in a lot of situations when people realize that they're pushing other people away, when they can start to see that they're losing somebody they love and care about, and they take a moment to actually genuinely reflect, they can start to see what's truly going on. So it's pretty much like you put some distance between you and whoever this person was, and then they started to see, oh crap, like I'm losing, Pisces, and the way that I'm behaving isn't all that great. And you know what? In their moment of self-reflection, they see where they're wrong, and then they see, all right, I got to fix this. So in a way, the more distance you kind of wedged between you and this individual, the more it gave them time to reflect and to see how they were behaving and to genuinely want to work on and fix the situation overall. So really good news here so far. And listen, like I mentioned, I feel like you're in a pretty forgiving place with this person too. I was previously mentioning how they're turning back into who they used to be, right? You're getting somebody back, the version of this person that you love and care for, excuse me. You're getting back this version of the person that you love and care for. But regardless of whatever transformed them into this devilish state, coming into the month here, it's like, I'm just genuinely glad to have you back. And I feel like you're going to be pretty forgiving here about it too. It's like, you know what? You're probably going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. They're going to explain where they were coming from. They're going to explain why they were behaving the way they were, what they went through. And I think that when you guys shoot the shit and you talk things through and you have that good conversation, everything's going to make sense. You're going to be okay with it. And forgive and forget's going to kind of come into play here for you in the month of November. Now let's have a look here and see what's potentially coming in here for you. So what's potentially going to be coming in here for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout November 2022. What is potentially coming on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? First card out, we do have the Six of Wands. Moving into the next card, we got the Ace of Swords. And then lastly for you, we do have the Five of Swords. Okay, so yeah, it's like I definitely feel like truth is coming into play here for you. Six of Wands is good because that means positive attention, but it also means success. So there's going to be success here, all right? I don't feel like, you're getting this person back and then shortly thereafter, they revert back into their devilish ways. I think this person definitely went through something internally by themselves and made them feel bitter. I think they projected a lot onto you, but I feel like they're here and they're back and they're ready to stay. I don't feel like they're going to just instantly revert back into this devilish energy. So Six of Wands, it's going to be successful. I think you and this person's relationship is really going to start to rekindle in a way that's positive, but also grow in a direction that's positive. Ace of Swords, you're going to be getting the full truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, so I like that for you. This individual is going to be very honest with you, and you're going to be very honest with them, and it's going to provide a lot of clarity, because even though the Ace of Swords is a card that could represent truth coming into play, it represents clarity, okay? So having a clear direction of where you stand with somebody, where you're going with somebody, and with the Five of Swords showing up over here, it's good because the Five of Swords represents I can put down my sword and lay down my sword because I no longer need to fight. Often in the tarot, in this deck, they depict it a little bit differently, but at the same time, you can still see people walking away from the swords. So usually when you see a Five of Swords in the tarot, it kind of depicts a person who's walking away from the fight. I no longer want to fight. I no longer want to battle. I'm going to go ahead and kind of surrender and wave the white flag. So it's pretty similar here. You can see one person's upset and affected and the other person's walking away. So it seems to me here for you that you're glad that no longer you're clashing with this person, and you're willing to walk away from the fighting because there isn't any reason to anymore. Okay, so taking a look at what's coming in here for you, a lot of success. You know where you stand with this person. You know where things are going. You have a lot of clarity. You understand the situation thoroughly. Five of Swords, there's nothing else to be combative about. You and I are in a good place. So let's put down our swords. Let's no longer clash, and let's move forward with positive vibrations. So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming in here for you regarding this person and whatever kind of connection you have to them. You know, as I have previously mentioned, it could be anything. It could be a person you're romantically invested in, somebody that's within your family sector. It could be friends. This could be coworkers, or this could even be a situation regarding your work in your job, etc. So of course, take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. All right. So this is what we have into play here so far for you regarding November. Now, in this section of the reading, I'm going to take a look here and see if there's anything that you're not currently aware about that you should be aware about regarding the month of November. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Is there anything coming in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces that they're not currently aware about that they should be aware about throughout November 2022? We had a flipper, if I can grab it. For some reason, it's very difficult, but we have a flipper. So that's going to be here, the 8 of Wands. Okay, moving along here into the next card. Is there anything else coming in here for Pisces that they're not aware about, that they should be aware about throughout November? So 8 of Wands here. Next card is going to be the 3 of Swords. And then lastly for you, we have the Magician. So taking a look here at what you might not be aware about this month. And sorry, that's not the 8 of Wands. That's the 7 of Wands. Totally misread that. So 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords. This would be an energy representing somebody who's blocked or representing somebody who you kind of wedge distance to. I don't feel like it's the person you're dealing with. I think this is somebody else in your life. Somebody feels like there is a lot of distance between the two of you. They are hurt by it. Somebody here feels isolated from you. Now, I don't know if this is something that you intended to do. Maybe you intended to purposely isolate somebody. If you have chosen to do so, you probably know who this person is, Pisces. But if you don't, I would definitely become aware of who's trying to gain your attention. I kind of feel this month somebody coming on in, being a little bit more attentive and being a little bit more excited to speak with you and very communicative. They're very, it's going to sound fucked up, Pisces, but they're kind of up your butt this month is the best way that I could put it. If you're noticing that like somebody specific's up your butt and a lot more than usual, it's somebody who really misses you. And I think they really miss the closeness that they had with you. This is somebody here who feels like there's distance between the two of you. So, Magician card is pretty much, them showing up here. It's pretty much this person, constantly talking to you, messaging you, saying hi, can we hang out? Can we do this? So if you notice somebody's like very, very invested in you and wants to be around you and is very communicative and talkative, I think it's somebody who really misses the kind of bond and connection they have with you. Because when you look at the 3 of Swords is the card of pain. But it's also the card of separation. So this person feels separated from you and they miss the closeness that they had. And ultimately they're trying to rekindle that, but they don't know how to go about it. So pretty much, Pisces, to put it bluntly, if you notice somebody's up your butt just a little bit more than usual, I think this is somebody who wants to really rekindle some closeness with you. And as I mentioned, I think it's different than the main person we've talked about in this reading, whoever the devil was. I think this is a completely different person. It doesn't seem like the same individual to me, okay? So, of course, take that how it resonates. Now, of course, if this is somebody that maybe you don't have good blood with, maybe you have bad blood with this person, and you're not in a good space with them, you don't have to give them any sort of attention. You don't have to give them any sort of your time or investment, so on and so forth. But if this is somebody that you do care about, but you've noticed that they've been a little awkward or weird around you lately, or they've seemed to want a lot of attention all out of nowhere and all of a sudden, it's probably because they really miss you. And if you really care about this person, then this will make sense for you. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, so let me talk to them a little more. Let me communicate. Let's deal with this situation separately. So take that how it resonates. Of course, if you don't like this person, you don't have to do anything at all. But if this is somebody you do care about and you notice somebody's behaving a little bit weird and they're very attentive to you, I think it's just somebody who really misses you. And then you can do with that what you will. All right, Pisces, moving along forward here into the rest of your month, we're going to take a look here and see what you can expect now throughout the rest of November 2022. So let's have a look at that. What can my Pisces peeps expect here, please? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout the rest of their November 2022, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First card out, we got the Lovers. Hello. Moving into the next card here for you. We do have the Ten of Wands. We also have here the Page of Wands. And then lastly here for you is going to be the Hermit paired with the Judgment. So Lovers card here all the way to the Ten of Wands. I kind of feel like immediately for you, Pisces, this is about letting go of the burdens. It's about smoothing things over. It's pretty much forgiveness again. As I previously mentioned, I think you are going to be very forgiving towards this devil-like energy. You know, you're getting somebody back. You're getting back the version of who you truly love and who you truly care about. You know, they're showing up as themselves again. And with the Ten of Wands here to the Lovers, it's like you will love this person, and you did love this person regardless. You didn't love their behavior, but you've always loved who they were. And you're kind of glad in a way that you stuck it out. You know, you were distancing yourself from them at one point, but it wasn't something you wanted to do. And you're pretty much just happy here with the Lovers to the Ten of Wands that you've moved through the hardships with this individual, because now you're back in a positive place. You know, you have here the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a card that represents a very fun kind of energy. It's very playful. You know, for those of you that are dealing with a romantic person, maybe it's very spicy now. You know, you and your person are more flirtatious. You're having a lot more fun. You're going on more dates. You're doing more things together. So if this is love related for Pisces watching, you and your person here are going to get to a place where you're a lot more playful. You're having more fun. You're being more flirtatious. It's a good time. Now, if it's not about somebody you're dealing with romantically, just being in a good playful place in general with somebody where you can have a good connection with them, things can be lighthearted. It can be fun. There's no bad vibes. It's just good energy coming back and forth from both parties. It's going to be a fantastic time. So I really don't think there's much to worry about this individual. You guys are going to be in pretty good spirits here moving throughout the rest of the month of November. So I don't feel anything inherently negative happening there. And then once again, Judgment card here, you got the Hermit. You know, this is the card that represents second chances when you see the Judgment. And then the Hermit card is a card that represents wisdom as well. So, and it also could represent separation or space, but I feel wisdom is coming in here with the Hermit. So looking at these two cards paired together, Judgment and Hermit, it almost kind of feels to me like you're pretty much happy they're in a space where they can realize, because you're forgiving to them, but you're forgiving to them, Pisces, because they are aware of how they were, and they're aware of how they weren't themselves. Does that make sense? I think that it would be hard to forgive this person if they didn't change. I think it would be hard to forgive this person if they didn't become aware of how they treated you. But because they're taking a lot of responsibility here for their actions, it makes it a lot more easier to be easily forgiven. So moving into the rest of your November, I just see you being more forgiving towards this person, more loving. I see things being really lighthearted. I don't feel like they're going to be heavy, because it's like the heavy part's over, right? The heavy part was dealing with the devil energy. You didn't want to deal with the devil, Pisces. You wanted to deal with the angel that this person has the capacity to be. So the hard part's over. Now you get to enjoy, be happy, be lighthearted, let go of the past. Let's start good, let's start fresh, and let's have a fantastic time going forward. Cool. So I don't really feel like you can expect much of anything negative. It all seems positive here. Everything seems very lighthearted, fun, and it seems like an overall good time. Okay. And I'm happy to see that here for you. All right, Pisces. Jumping on into the overall outcome for you for November 2022. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout November 2022. And what do we have? We have here the 5 of Cups all the way to the 10 of Cups. I love that for you, okay? You jump from a 5 straight to a 10. Fantastic outcome for you. So 5 of Cups, energy of disappointment. You're moving from being disappointed to being very happy and being very fulfilled. 10 of Cups is the card that represents the ultimate fulfillment. So you're going to be in a space that's very positive with this person, and you're really glad here because no longer is there any sort of disappointment to be experienced. It's nothing but good vibes. Now, what I like a lot about the 5 of Cups is that the 5 of Cups shows 3 cups that are knocked over, but behind in the background, it shows 2 cups that are still standing. So you always knew, Pisces, what I have with this person, it's not entirely over. There's still love there, you know? And I think that this also shows that you always knew this person was still there too. It's like, even though they were out of character and behaving a certain way you didn't like, you knew the real them was still there. And you knew at one point and moment in time, you would see that version of who they are again. So you're happy to see it. I feel like you never really gave up on this person, or you never lost hope of who they truly are. And you're happy to see it here with the 10 of Cups now, because it's like, you know what? They're back. And I feel happy, and they feel happy, and everything right now is pretty good. So the rough patch is over, and things have gotten better, and I feel like they're only going to keep getting better here moving forward. All right, Pisces. With that being said, though, This is your reading here for November 2022. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope it resonates for you. Of course, if it's not your story, though, no worries. So never apply a reading to you if it doesn't happen to be your story, but I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. If you are new here, definitely do consider subscribing. That would be gratefully appreciated as well. You can also hit that notification bell to never miss when I upload or when I go live. But Piscean, much love to you. Have a great rest of your November, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.